New season, new changes, and I'm here to talk about everything that you need to know about the preseason update and season 13. All the changes, all the items, all the map changes that is going to help you understand better what is going on about this season and how to become even better. So let's start first with the mythic items and the new changes that we got with them. We are going to have the Jack Shaw, the Protean item. This item is going to be 4 tanks overall. It's going to give you armor, it's going to give you HP, magic resist, ability haste, and the passive effect that is going to increase your magic resist and armor even further. And after reaching at full stacks, you're going to have a drain effect. The mythic passive for this item is going to give you 5 armor, 5 magic resist per legendary item. So this item can be very good for our immortals. I already tested that plenty of times. You can already watch the season 13 games, and we are for sure going to use this on champion like Ornn, like Cassandra, for example, that need the both armor and magic resist. Or if you are playing against a lot of magic damage, this is going to be important because the other items won't give you magic resist like before. So let's go to the next item, the Iceborne. The Iceborne here is going to be like the old one, but with a different effect. It's going to give you HP, armor, ability haste. Also, it's going to give you the spell blade effect. That means additional 100% bonus damage. That's going to be very good. But what you need to focus on is the other effect. It's going to give you a slow effect, a huge amount on top of that. I reach, I think, at 75% of slow effect with this item. And another effect, 10% damage reduction on the target that you are hitting. The first target that you are going to hit with this item is going to have 10% less damage to you. That means that not only he's going to be slowed, he's also going to receive the bonus damage with the spell blade, but he's also going to do 10% less damage. I already tested that and it's insane as an item. We can also use this. It's giving you armor only, so you can use it instead of Jackson. Or we are going to see about that, but overall it's going to be very good, especially if you got a lot of physical damage against you. The next item is going to be the Hairsteel. Hairsteel right now is the scaling item that's going to give you a huge amount of HP. As we talked about this before, this is going to be great, but there are a lot of limits. You need to pay attention on the cost. The cost of this item is going to be 3,200. That means that you need a lot of gold to buy this. After you buy this, you need a lot of time to get the stacks. In theory, this item is broken, but in reality, especially in this season, it's not going to be that big of a problem. They are going to stack the HP, but they are not going to have resistances. This item is an only HP item. It's like Warmock's armor, but weaker than Warmock's armor because of the passive effect. Of course, if you got the time to fully stack this, you're going to reach 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 HP. And if you combine it with other resistance items, it's going to be great. But I can already see this to be played as first item and all of them to be 0-10 and then wondering why they can't win. Because in theory it's good, but in reality you're going to see in our games, especially the ranked ones, that this is not going to be that big of a deal. The next item right now is going to be the Radiant Virtue. I think that's going to be the name. This item is going to give you 400 health, 30 armor, 30 magic resist, and 20 ability haste. After using your ultimate right now, it's going to also give you for 9 seconds 10% of your max HP as bonus health. And if you got an ally around you, so I can see this working as support, around you at 1200 range, you're going to gain 15 non-ultimate ability haste and heal for 1% of your max health every 3 seconds, and it's going to be increased up to 100% base of the champion's missing health with a 60 seconds cooldown. Plus, it's going to give you 100 HP per item. That's going to be overall very good, but I can only see this working as support, and that's pretty much it. I don't think that I'm going to use it overall. There are way better options, but that's also an option for people that want to test this. The HP is going to be great. The non-ability ability haste, I'm not really sure. But we're going to see how this is going to go in the live servers. So what we got here we got finally Rod of Ages back. Rod of Ages is going to be stronger than the old version. It's going to give you ability power, 300 HP, 400 mana, and you're going to stack it as before for 10 minutes. That's going to give you up 200 health, 200 mana, and 40 ability power. Upon reaching right now max stacks, and that's going to be the difference, and this is going to be a mythic item, remember that. Upon reaching the full stacks, you're going to gain a level, and you're also going to have 50% more heal from the next effect. That's going to be the Eternity. The effect Eternity right now is going to give you mana for 8% of the damage that you are receiving from the champions. That's going to be insane, by the way. And health equal to 20% of the mana that you are spending, up to 15 health per cast. That's not going to be a lot, but at least you're going to increase it a little bit. And another effect, and that's going to be the awesome part, for every 250 mana that you are going to spend, you're going to have 25% decaying movement speed. So you're going to have an MS bonus while spamming skills. You can already imagine which summons will use this. Anivia, Rise, Kassadin, summons that needs a lot of mana. They are going to for sure use the Rod of Ages. And also per legendary item, you're going to have 5 ability haste. So these are going to be the new 5 and chains, mythic items, and they are going to be all awesome. I'm not sure what do you think about the new mythic items and if you already play with them, but tell me your thoughts about them in the comments. Which new mythic item is going to be the strongest? Personally, I don't love the new mythic items. So I love the old ones together with the new legendary items that we're going to talk right now. So new legendary items. As you can see, I got these two here. From now on, these two, the Sunfire plus the Turbo Temp Tank, is not going to be mythic items anymore. They are going to be legendary items, but we're going to have changes. For example, Sunfire is going to give you 400 health, huge, together with 50 armor received instead of 30. And you're going to have the same effect, the same burn effect that's going to stack with your HP, and also is going to stack the more you fight. But you're not going to have the second burn effect, and that's going to be the same, but remember, it's 2,800 gold only. It's going to be legendary item, it's going to be cheaper, and you are also going to have pretty much the same build order, except that it's going to be cheaper and you need the vest here. So overall, Sunfire is still going to be a core item for our builds, and it's going to be insanely good. So the next item is going to be the Hydra. Hydra right now is going to be like Medjai's for ad champions. Finally, this item is going to be powerful. With every kill on minion, doesn't matter if you're going to have kills on champions or not. With every minion kill or large minion or a champion or whatever, you're going to have bonus 24. Check this out, 24 bonus stat and 4 Omnivamp. Insane. This item right now is giving you so much Omnivamp that is making it so useful to play with. So the new Hydra is going to be insane. The Temp Tank right now is going to give you magic resist only. I can already see why they created this too. They created the one for ad champions, if you go against you ad champions, and the other one for mages. So I can already see that this is going to be great. It's going to be almost the same effect. It's going to be the same effect, but this time it's not going to have the AoE damage around you. So no more Bammy effect here. You're going to just have the movement speed. This is going to be a very good item for supports from now on. If you remember, in season 10, I think, we had the very powerful builds of frontline supports that they were giving a huge amount of movement speed bonus to the entire team. So Temp Tank right now is going to be part of it. As a legendary item, 2,800 gold, by the way. Now, very quick blades. Right now, this is going to have a change, almost the same, but the new stat here is that your abilities will do 20% bonus damage, as long as you got 100% of critical strike, of course. But that's going to be insane. On champions that will spam abilities, and they will have the Navori quick blades, they are going to do even bigger amount of damage. And if you got a 100% critical strike, 20% bonus damage, just like that. So I already tested that on Pantheon, on hit Pantheon build, it was insane. 1W, everybody dead, and you had your QWE every single time because of the Navari Quick Blades. So we got back the Spear of Sojin. Amazing item, but not as powerful as the old one. If you remember, the old Spear of Sojin had the effect of Navari Blades, but it was with basic attacks, if I remember right. Right now it's going to be like this. Your non-ultimate spells gain 8 plus 8% of the bonus hats, or 6 plus 6% if your range. Ability haste reduced to 4 and 4% and 3 and 3% ability haste for immobilizing spells. So they wanted to make this a little bit balanced. So what they did is to just have the ability haste, but not on skills that will have stun or CC overall. And overall, you're going to also have 15% increased movement speed based on your missing health. Max when you're below 33% of your HP. So movement speed, ability haste, HP as an item, more ability haste. It will work, but not that big of a deal. And especially with 3,400 gold, I don't think that we are going to ever play this. And I don't think that people will overall play with this item. You are seeing all of these chains and you're like, oh my god, everyone is going to use them. But if you check the cost, you're going to realize that, yeah, this item seems powerful, but you need to also calculate the fact about the cost. 3,400 here, 3,400. That's going to be late game items, and I don't think that anyone is going to just go and buy them early. But okay. Next item, Abyssal Mask. We got the chains right now. We got new effects, we got HP, we got mana, we got magic resist, we got ability haste. Right now, you got damage to mana, the same as the Rod of Ages that we talked about before. It's going to be damage to mana plus 15 health per cast. Awesome. On every single time it's going to be worth. On every time that using mana, this item is going to be a must. You can play with either Abyssal Mask or Windless Approach, it's up to you. But this item is going to be so powerful, and it's only 3,000 gold on top of that. And of course, you are going to also have the 25 magic resist reduce around you, and it's also going to give you 9 magic resist overall, and a very powerful item. We are going to just spam it non-stop. I really love this. We also got the Frozen Heart. Frozen Heart right now will give you more armor. That's pretty much it, and it's also going to give you So it's going to give you more armor. If you remember, it's giving you the same armor as I put on the League Quiz Masterclass. If you remember, I had the 90 armor and I put the Frozen Heart icon. But right now it's going to be true. That's the problem. Never mind. Very good, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of this item overall. And we also got this. The new Randuin's Omen here. And you need to pay attention. The new item here, the new effect of this item is going to make a huge change in Season 13. Because right now, you got the slow effect, you got the damage reduction, we don't care about that. We care about critical strikes deals 20% less damage to you. That's what you need to pay attention. Realize, if you got this, together with Steel Caps, that is reducing 12% of the attacks, together with your armor, together with the second Rock Solid effect, you are going to make all champions that using critical strikes, for example, Tryndamere, Yasuo, Yone, you're going to make all these champions to do 0 damage on you. That's going to be the most important change, and that's why I added here, in order for you to know about this. It's important. It's important. If you got against you, Yasuo, Yone, Tryndamere, just play with this item, it's the end. Way stronger than Frozen Heart that a lot of people playing. Just go for this. And the moment they are going to do critical strike on you, 20% less damage. 12% with Steel Caps, plus at least 50% less with your armor, because at least 100 armor you're going to have. It's 60 armor item. So this item is going to be insane. So these are going to be all the new legendary items as well, all the changes. Everything else is going to be the same. Another one is going to be the new part items. That's going to be only the catalyst. That's going to be the only change that you need to know. That's going to be built into Abyssal Mask or Rod of Ages, another powerful item. You got the full effect of Abyssal Mask, so that means damage to mana. A lot of champions that using mana need to use this. It's 1100 gold. It's giving you 225 health, 300 mana. You spam your skills and gain mana and health. It's insane. I already tested that on Orn. It was broken. I didn't have mana problems. Imagine Orn got mana problems. But with this item here, 1100 only. So cheap. We could spam skills non-stop and also heal from that. It was just insane. So let's talk right now about the jungle changes, the new smites. You're going to have 3 options here. These 3 options is going to give you the following stats, and you need to pay attention here. You're going to reduce the damage that you are taking from the epic monster by 30%. With 2 or more allies, that's going to be the difference here. After having the full effect of this Scorch Claw Pop Smite, you're going to have the following. Damaging a champion with 100 Ember stacks, slow the enemies by 30%, and burn them for 4% of their max health as true damage over 4 seconds. That means 1 HP, max HP damage per second. So if you buy this, you're going to have right now a pet, check this out. You're going to have this pet here that we need to grow it and make it more powerful. That's going to be the new jungle thing that a lot of people hate. I don't know why they're hating this, by the way. Check this out. It's also got an animation. So when you are hitting a jungle monster, you're also going to have this little pet, this little cute pet here to hit with you. Why? Why do you hate such a thing? So you need to stack it. As you can see, you got 40. If we get this, for example, we are going to have 39. You're going to have double the stacks from objectives. So overall, you need to stack it. It's going to take a while, but it's going to be right. So if you sell this, and we are going for the next one. This one right now is going to give you, check this out, the same effect, the reduced damage from epic monster and stuff with light champions around you. And listen to this. Gain 45 movement speed upon entering a bush. Increase to 60% when killing a large monster. This here is going to be more for control junglers. Imagine to have a movement speed bonus upon reaching and going inside the bush. That's going to be insane. And upon last hitting a large monster, you can use your smite, get a large monster, and then go instantly to gank with an insanely speed. You're going to see a lot faster clear times with this, or a lot faster ganking times with this, and I can already see that this is going to be insane. So the last one, and this is going to be very, very, very powerful. The last one here, guys, is going to give you a permanent shield that you're going to have up to 330 all the time on you, plus you're going to have 20% tenacity and slow resistance. This Smite here is making the Immortal builds to be even stronger as junglers. So from now on, and that's what we were talking about in our Twitch stream, from now on I'm thinking about adding in the Immortal series to play jungle role as well. Top jungle, and I want for you to tell me in the comments, what do you think about this idea? Are you going to watch jungle content, or you think that is not going to be as good as top lane? I really love top lane for sure, but with this new Smite, guys, we are going to be the strongest junglers. Imagine our Immortals to have a shield and bonus tenacity. Just like that, insane, right? It's not about going for tanks or Immortals and play with this. You can play with this Smite here, and if you're an assassin, because you're going to have a free 330 shield for free. 330 shield plus tenacity. Why do not play this on Talon, on Kassadin, on Zed, on Rengar? This is going to be, and we are going to see about that, but I feel like that this is going to be the most picked Smite version. We're going to see in the live servers, but I'm 100% sure that this is going to be the one that all the junglers will pick. So let's talk about the other changes right now. The map changes. First of all, we are going to have a new Drake, the same tech dragon. It's not going to be like the old one, if you remember that they released it and then they took it back. Right now, this Drake is going to give you the dream of all Immortal champions. Plus all champions. It's not only about Immortals. 5% tenacity plus 5% heal and seal power per stack. So imagine, in this example, we got 4. That means 20% tenacity, just like that, with another 20% heal and seal power. No matter what summon you got, tenacity is going to be an important stat. We already talked about that. To have the tenacity for free as a Drake is going to be one of the most important things. But let's see right now the Semtech Dragon Soul. When you are going to be below 50% of your health, you're going to have 10% damage resist and 10% damage increased. So this here, guys, and you need to pay attention with all these changes, that we saw with the items and stuff, to be below 50% HP, and not only to receive less damage, but to also do increased damage, is going to make this Drake one of the most important ones as well, the Soul. Because we got the Cloud Drake Soul that's going to give you movement speed. We got the Ocean Soul that's going to give you HP and mana. We got the Mountain Drake that's going to give you a huge shield that's going to be broken. The Infernal Drake Soul that's going to give you damage, another important thing. But if you combine this, if you realize that by having this you are going to have at least 2 of these drakes, that means that you're going to have at least 10% tenacity and 10% heal and seal power. You're going to realize that this is going to be the number one Drake from now on. If you get this, all of your teammates will be more powerful. Together with the Semtech Drake, got a new map changes. Check them out right now. We got new fruits here. It's going to be increased. Let's go here. Check this out. When you are getting them, it's going to be increased HP plus a shield. And this shield, guys, is going to be very, 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 very powerful. What other changes we are going to have? We are going to have this. This Empower plant is going to have more vision around there. And if you spot a champion, you're going to have movement speed towards them. Or I think that you're going to overall have movement speed towards them or not. Another change is going to be the Blast Cone. From now on, check the range of this. Did you see the range? From here to here, that's going to be huge. A way, way bigger range for the Blast Cone. Overall, is going to be everywhere. If you see the map, check this out. You got one here, one here. We had inside the base. It's going to be increased on the spots there. So you're going to have all this everywhere. But the biggest change is going to be for sure this, the Blast Cone. And okay, here we could just go over and steal the Baron. But check this out right now. If you press this, you are not going to only steal the Baron. If you got a champion that got AoE damage effect and you need to go there, you are going to also fight. You are literally on the Baron, around 5 people. So not only you're going to steal the Baron, but you can also kill stuff. This is going to be insane. Also, you can see this here, how important it's going to be, because you can use this Blast Cone here. So imagine the enemy bot lane is going towards your bot laners, because we are going from that side. You are pressing this, and you are ganking behind them without using flash. Imagine that the junglers needed to use the flash to go over that wall and gank or receive tower shots. And you can use this, go behind, kill them all. This change is going to be important. That's why I'm adding them in this video, in order for you to know about everything and be prepared for the new changes. To have the same tech soul overall, but overall the new changes on the map will make a huge difference. You need to know this. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much all the changes. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like the video and tell me in the comments below about the changes, about what you feel, which is going to be the strongest build that we got till now. Thanks for watching. See you all in Season 13.